All right, welcome back, people. Part two of the definitive all-time top 25 basketball players in the history of the game. This is the definitive list, the one that cannot be cracked or broken because I actually have a criteria, I actually have a system. A lot of people go off of some people go off of odd tests, but a lot of people really just pick their favorite players of all time, and just kind of rank it based off of that. But here on our channel, we're going to go off of actual facts and off of an actual criteria that I came up with. Just to recap, I came up with this in 2019. At the end of every year, I basically update it based off of things that happen, right? Who wins championships? Who wins Finals MVPs? Who wins regular season MVPs? Maybe other facts that I've known about. There are a couple tiebreakers, just so that you know. So the top criteria is all the most regular season MVPs mixed with the most final MVPs, with championships being the first tiebreaker. Second tiebreaker after that would be the person who has the most combined All-Star appearances. And what I mean by all-star appearances, I'm not talking about the ones where you're used as an alternate. But if you're alternate or replacement, I do not count those. And also combined with the most first All NBA team selections. And then if there's a third tiebreaker, if needed, it'll be the most all-time second team selections for All NBA. So let's get into it. Number 15, Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem, one-time regular season MVP, two-time Finals MVP, two NBA championships. He's number 15 all time on my list. One thing that's fantastic about Hakeem, he came out in a tremendous draft class in 1984 with Michael Jeffrey Jordan, John Stockton, Charles Barkley, and several others. Hakeem the Dream is number 15. Definitely took the Rockets to the highest heights that they've ever been and may possibly be for a while. Got to give it to the Dream. The Dream Shake was pretty much unstoppable for a few years. You have folks like David Robinson, who he put to sleep regularly, and then Shaq. He really kind of put Shaq in a mindset that he had to get better in order to win. So, Hakeem Olajuwon, number 15. Number 14. Mr. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, also one-time regular season MVP, two-time Finals MVP. He has two NBA championships, and this is when that second tiebreaker comes into play. He does have more combined All NBA first team and All-Star selections than Hakeem. Believe it or not, Hakeem really, I mean, that old school from the 90s and the 80s, they did not play as long as this generation that's playing right now. The millennial generation like KD, they're still rocking and rolling. He's still in the game. Number 14 all time. Who knows? He could elevate past that. Don't think he's going to win championship with the current Rockets team, but you never know. The stranger things have happened. But number 14 all time, Mr. KD. I know a lot of people probably give him a lot of. Here's the thing with KD. A lot of people give him a hard time because he went to the Warriors, but keep in mind he went there as a free agent, and yes, he could have re-signed with the Thunder, but being a free agent is being a free agent. And there's players who fought for that over the years, and we're able to get it done so that we can have it. Well, so that the players of today can have that freedom. So I didn't hold it against him. Again, we're talking top 15. It's not like he's the GOAT. He's not like he's top 5, not even top 10. Those are things that probably would keep him out of that list. But number 14 all time, Kevin Durant. I've didn't respect it at the time, but I do understand it as I get older and just kind of understand the way the game works. Business is business, and you can't take that away from him. Number 13. So number 13 is his former Golden State teammate, Steph Curry. I got Steph Curry, Chef Curry, as they call him, number 13 all time. He has two regular season MVPs. Finally got that Finals MVP back in 2022. He has an amazing 4 NBA championships. Definitely going to go down as of right now, probably the second best point guard to ever play the game. He's a person that revolutionized the game with his 3-point shooting, all-time three pointers made. Definitely, it's just he's really kind of reinvented the point guard position. He's like the perfect combo guard because he's kind of a shooting guard trapped in a point guard's body. But his book of business is tremendous. former number 7 pick, way back in 2000, what was it, 2009, I believe. So Chef Curry, number 13. Here's the one that's going to be the biggest talk of this of my top 25. We're going to go down and break it down for number 12. Number 12 is Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant. And yes, I know a lot of people have Kobe top three. There are a couple people I know that have him as the GOAT or as number two all time. But let's just talk about what the facts are, right? So number one, let's go ahead and shout out the late great Kobe Bryant, tremendous player. One thing I can tell you about Kobe, he also is a one-time former regular season MVP, two-time Finals MVP, 5 NBA championships, 3 with Shaq. But we'll keep in mind when he was with Shaq, he was the sidekick to Shaq. He was not the main player. And he struggled in between that. Those '07, '06, '08 teams were terrible. No, I'm sorry, not '08. '08 he went to the finals, but that '05, '06, '07 team, they struggled without Shaq. He couldn't even take the team to the playoffs one of those years, and then one year he was the A seed and they got bounced. Other thing about Kobe Bean, he has missed the most shots in NBA history. That record still stands today. And I know what people say, you got to be able to take the most shots in order to miss the most shots. Granted, that's true. But really, Shaq is the big reason why he has 3 of those rings. If you look back at the stat line between Shaq in 2000, 2001, 2002, those are some of the best finals MVP performances of all time. And then, of course, Kobe definitely turned it around. There was a lot of controversy. If you remember, they were trying to trade Chris Paul out there. That got denied. Kobe wanted out of LA for many years. And then they got lucky and got Paul Gasol. Some strings got pulled for that, of course. But I have Kobe Bryant, number 12. My criteria is my criteria. It's tough for you to be top 5 if you've only won 1 regular season MVP, 2 finals MVPs. 5 championships are amazing. I can't take that away from him, but Kobe isn't even top 5 when it comes to most championships held. The folks that are in my top 25 list. So just think about that for a little bit. But rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, late great, number 12 all time. Definitely know a lot of people are going to have something to say about that. But you know what? As I kind of see a lot of things like through social media, some people actually agree with that ranking. I've seen it more and more as the time has gone on that people don't have him as the second number 2 or number 3 or even the GOAT. So um, tell me what you think about that in the comments. But let's go on to number 11. Number 11 is the person who's pretty much the best player in the game right now in the NBA that we have today. That person is Nikola Jokic. And Nikola Jokic, number 11, 3-time regular season MVP, 1-time finals MVP. He did something that nobody has ever done in Denver, which is take them to an NBA championship. And he's incredible. Honestly, a lot of people thought he probably had his best season this past year in the 2024-2025 NBA season, and probably could have won the MVP over Shea, but it didn't work out like that. But his game is phenomenal. So that's one of those guys where you can use the eye test on, right? Is he a great defender? He's mediocre as a defender, but he may be one of the best offensive players we've seen quite maybe ever. I mean, you got MJ, you got Steph. A lot of people got Kobe up there, LeBron at times, KD, but Jokic, he can do it all. He can pass, shoot, dribble, rebound. Like I said, he defends a little bit. Number 11, Nikola Jokic, and he's one of those guys who could be top 10 before his career is all said and done. He's literally in his prime right now. The guy just turned 30 years old. So just think about that for a little bit. Just think about his potential and how much more he has in front of him. So shout out to Nikola Jokic. Best of luck in this upcoming season. That's my number 11. So now we get in the nitty gritty, the top 10 all time NBA players or basketball players really in history. No disrespect to the Euro League, but the NBA is the creme de la creme. So number 10, this is probably the biggest sleeper pick, I would say. But again, my criteria is my criteria. I do not stray away from it. Number 10 all time, Moses Malone. Moses Malone, 3-time MVP, one-time Finals MVP. Everybody remember that championship in 1983 for the Sixers, 4-4-4. He predicted they were going to sweep it. They did lose one game, but Moses was incredible in that finals. And I tell you, a lot of people sleep on Moses Malone. It's just because his game was kind of simple. He definitely was a back to the basket. And, he kind of reminds me of he's kind of like the male Angel Reese, where like Angel Reese would kind of do a lot of those shots where she'll miss it and get the rebound, put it back up. Moses had people like on his back, in front of him, to the side of him. He had much more stronger defense on him that was causing him to miss some of those layups and get those rebounds. But he was just powerful, absolute legend of the game. R.I.P. to Moses Malone. But Moses Malone tops us off on the top 10 at number 10 all time. Number 9, we got to go with Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, same resume, but flipped. He has one regular season MVP, three finals MVP, not just three, but three in a row, 2000, 2001, 2002. And the great thing about Shaq is Shaq has 4 NBA championships. He won a ring without Kobe Bryant in 2006 with the Miami Heat. So that pushed him in another plateau, right? The crazy thing about that is Shaq would probably be top 5 if he, maybe even top 3 if he really applied himself. I think he kind of got a little complacent, a little lazy at the end of his middle or toward the end of his career after he won that third championship. That fourth championship reinvigorated him, and then he kind of went back to being normal. But Shaquille O'Neal, shout out to Shaq, Big Diesel, number 9. Number 8, this guy, they had the most. I think he holds the most records in the history of the league. Still to this day, they had to reinvent the game just for to kind of slow him down because he was on an incredible clip to being number 1 all time. Number 8 is Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain is actually my birthday twin, so even bigger shout out to Wilt Chamberlain, 4-time regular season MVP, one-time final MVP, 2 NBA championships. The man is just simply incredible. One of the strongest players in NBA history. Just he's one of those people that's cocky but confident, can back it up. Definitely made an impact in 2 different teams, the old Philadelphia Warriors, and also on the Los Angeles Lakers. He really kind of kept that franchise relevant in the 70s. And I know he kind of slowed down a little bit. He had a lot of competition, especially out of Bill Russell. But Will, it was incredible. Oh my goodness! I just watched some of his old clips. This dude built he's the real Superman. Let's forget what Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal were talking about. Moses Malone was an OG, like I mentioned. Shaq was a powerhouse, but Wilt was in his own league. Number 8, Wilt Chamberlain. Number 7, the Great White Hope, Larry Bird, 3-time MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 3-time NBA champion, biggest rival of Magic Johnson. Larry could pretty much do it all. Tremendous shooter. Probably the second best shooter in the history of the league, honestly. I know a lot of people may think Ray Allen, a lot of people may say Ray Allen. There's some other people that are kind of up there. You got Steph, and then you got Larry Bird. Larry Bird was a hell of a trash talker, too. But I got Larry Bird number 7. There has never been a player in the league that really kind of was able to replicate that rivalry between him and Magic. Larry Bird, I think he actually kind of retired a little early. If you think about it, he only really played 13 years, had a bad back injury. Who knows? Maybe if he would have stayed around, they could have rebuilt that Celtics team a little bit. He could have maybe added one more championship to that. But number 7 all time, Larry Bird. Number 6, the big fundamental, Mr. Timmy Duncan. 2-time regular season MVP, 3-time finals MVP. So same resume as Bird as far as combined MVP, 5 NBA championships. And I'll tell you, that last championship in 2014 was probably the most impressive one because that Heatles team was rocking and rolling, right? They were the defending champions, and that 2013 team was probably one of the stronger NBA teams of all time. Tim Duncan does not get enough credit. A lot of people, his team, he's Mr. Fundamental, so his game is not the prettiest game, but he gets the job done every single time. 6'11", and I just remember he was honestly the best power forward probably of all time. Just kind of taking a look through the list, just kind of thinking about it. There is no power forward that'll be able to replicate what Tim Duncan did in the league. So shout out to Tim Duncan. I know he tried his hand at coaching a little bit. That didn't work out for him, but his legacy is cemented as a top 10 all time, and I have him number 6. So now here we go. Everybody's been waiting for this. The top 5 players of all time. I think this list is pretty much inarguable, but I'm sure others will disagree. Just a heads up, I am a millennial. I started watching the game in '93, the finals between Jordan and the Bulls and Charles Barkley and the Suns. But I'm a historian. I like to go back and watch some of the old clips, watch old finals, watch old games. I'm a person that does not forget history, right? Like just because I didn't watch a particular player play doesn't mean that I can't rank them, right? There's always a way to shout out our predecessors in the past and just kind of make sure that we give them the love that they need. So number 5, Mr. Bill Russell. Here's the thing about Bill Russell: 5-time MVP regular season. They did not have the Finals MVP back when Bill Russell played. As a matter of fact, first Finals MVP was the year after he played. Bill Russell, 11 championships. So that's what sets him apart between the Larry Birds and the Tim Duncans of the world. Bill Russell does not get enough credit because he played against Wilt, right? He also played with other great players. He played with Havlicek for a year or two, and he also played with Bob Cousy. He played with other top 50 players basically in the game. And he kind of broke the racial barriers in a lot of ways in the NBA. So Bill Russell, RIP, number 5 all time. Number 4, you heard his name already, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, 3-time regular season MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, 5 NBA championships. Magic was honestly probably for a little bit like kind of pushing GOAT status before Mike and some of these other players that we are going to name kind of took over. Magic was the thing about Magic is he always had Bird kind of in front of him or behind him or in his ear or over to the left or over to the right. He talked about how he basically was preparing to beat the Celtics every year. Now, a lot of his championships were against the Celtics, but not all of them. Magic was the best point guard of all time. The crazy thing about that is 6'9". That's incredible. That was incredibly tough to do in his era to be a point guard. But we all seen the highlights. We all know the skills. Number 4, Magic Johnson. Number 3. So here we go. A lot of people are going to put this person number 2. I have on number 3. Number 3 is LeBron James. LeBron, 4-time regular season MVP, 4-time Finals MVP, 4 NBA championships. So he had the 4-4-4 that we was just talking about with Moses, but in a different way. Reason why I have LeBron 3 and not 2 is because 2 of his championships came in shortened seasons. Those shortened seasons were back in the 2012, his first NBA championship. That was a shortened lockout season. They only played 66 games that year. And then we all know what happened in the pandemic. In 2020, they basically just finished out whatever they could and went straight to the playoffs in the bubble. So he did not play a full. He had 2 championships out of those 4, where he didn't play a full season, and that counts. That's big, especially when the 82 game season's been around forever. So I had to use that as a tiebreaker because those things matter. It's when we talked about Tim Duncan a little bit a little while ago. Tim Duncan and his 5 NBA championships. One of them was in a lockout shortened season in 1999, right? Now, crazy to say for him, Bill Russell won more than double the championships he did. So he would have won. He would have been ahead of him anyway in my book. But that '99 lockout season, he would have had to win more championships, which he did in order to cement his legacy. So for LeBron, those two short season championships, those do hurt you, buddy. And then also a lot of people just don't like the fact that LeBron kind of has to pigeonhole players into the team for him to get what he wants, right? I do think that the Cleveland Cavaliers championship in 2016, I'm a Cleveland native, so I can say that that's probably one of the best, if not the best, NBA championship finals performances of all time. That's one of those things that put him in the history books in a whole different light. A lot of people started calling him the GOAT after that. But I have LeBron number three. The person I have number two is the former Lou Alcindor, Mr. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now he also has a combined 8 MVPs, 6 regular season MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, 6 NBA championships. So he beats LeBron on the championships anyhow, right? So Kareem definitely had an unstoppable shot to skyhook. If I'm not mistaken, skyhook's only been blocked like 11 times in history. And I mean, that's incredible. Kareem does not get his just due. The former all-time points leader, I think he's number two now after LeBron. Kareem, number two all time. And then number one, do I have to say it? Mr. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. 5 regular season MVPs, 6 Finals MVPs, a perfect 6 for 6, 6 NBA championship. Never went to a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. He is his airness, number one all time. A lot of people already knew that, but I know a lot of people stuck around just to kind of see that top 15, kind of how it falls. Uh, what can I say about Mike? He has 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards. This man is just the best of the best, the creme de la creme. I don't think anybody will ever pass him. LeBron was the closest to being able to pass this guy. I don't think Jokic would get up there. I don't think a lot of folks would kind of get there. But number one, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. This is my definitive top 25 list of all time. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Please tell your family, friends. Let me hear what you think in the comments. It's been real. We'll catch you next time.